of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
Good evening and welcome to U-32 High School, where tonight's Division II boys basketball matchup features the visiting Harwood Highlanders coming in with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss against the hometown U-32 Raiders with a record of 0 wins and 6 losses, still looking for that elusive first notch on the W side for the Raiders. I'm Carl Parton. I'll be bringing you the call on tonight's game. Talia DeForge is our camera person, and Aiden Boyd, football and baseball star here at U-32, is our producer. Looking forward to a good battle here. The U-32 has been off for a few days. The Harwood Highlanders have been busy on a bit of a win streak here. They've got 4 wins now. Their only loss was their opener against the 4-time defending champ Montpelier Solons. Harwood is looking good and took on all challengers so far. They have a win against Enosburg, Lamoille, Middlebury, and Linden Institute, the latter three teams that U-32 has lost to this season. The Highlanders, if you have to use one adjective to describe them, is big. And you could also go with tall, and you could also go with athletic, because this is a team that has a lot of players from the Division II State Championship soccer side as well. This is a group of athletes that play well together. They're, as I said, they've got height. They're going to rebound well, and they are just a great group of athletes. The Raiders have their work cut out for them, especially on the boards against this Highlander side. We're the U-32 Raiders. We've got some, very positive things going on. Coach John Meadows is building the team around what he has to work with, really. It's bricks, and it's small bricks for the U-32 Raiders. Trying to build that wall. He's got some great shooters on this team. He's got Andrew McKinstry, who can splash the 3. Carlo Concesi can splash the 3. Rossi, very good at 3s. And, even off the bench, Zylanga can also shoot. And Carson DeForge has really stepped up the last few games and asserted himself as a sophomore leader on this team for U-32. So they're a building team. Their weapons are being sharpened, and they're certainly hoping to get on in that win column for the first time, looking to do it here against the oversized Highlanders. I'd like to give a shout out to our friends at Mad River Valley Television. Mad River Valley's local access station. They do a spectacular job of following Harwood athletics, and we're glad to be teamed up with them to bring this game to you there in the Mad River Valley. Getting ready to start this one and talk to Coach Bellows about his keys to the game. He wants to go up tempo, and that's just what John Meadows of the U-32 Raiders wants to do too. So both teams want to play fast today. And Coach Bellows talked about also wanting to play some strong defense. And so defense definitely an accentuation for Harwood. Expect them to look inside and try to take advantage of their height advantage. For the starters for the Harwood Highlanders, a senior, number 12, Steele Nelson, a senior wearing number 13, Braden Martins, a senior, number 21, Tegan Filzame, a senior wearing number 22, Tucker Buffum, and a senior wearing number 23, Luke Hamill. Yes, a lot of those names are very familiar because they were outstanding soccer players, just fun to watch all season for the Highlanders. They were really one of the most well-tuned, excellent soccer sides I've seen in the last decade, passing. And so the starters for the U-32 Raiders, Cole Pitsley, he's a senior wearing number 2. Andrew McKinstry wearing number 3, he's a senior. Carlo Concesi, he's a junior wearing number 5. And his first start of the season, sophomore number 11, Edwin Johnson, and then a sophomore, Carson DeForge, wearing number 13 for the Raiders. Raiders are coached by John Meadows. His assistant is Noah Fink. We're going to step out for a quick national anthem. We'll be back. Basketball here on CVTsport.net.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Getting ready back to the action. Certainly like to thank Mike Brown Trucking, the #1 sponsor, only sponsor here for the U-32 boys exclusively. And all our coverage, we bring you all 20 games, some with play-by-play, some without, for the U-32 Raiders this year. Thanks for joining us. Got Sissio, Blaze, and Gingras are our officials. Good officiating crew today. And Edwin Johnson gets the unenviable task of jumping center for the U-32 Raiders. That's been drawing the short straw for the Raiders this season. Nobody really wants to go up against the 6'6" center of their opponents to take on the jump. And Harwood wins the jump. Ball in the hands of Steele Nelson. Coach Bellows talks about his team running a point guard by committee. They move the ball, they share the ball. There's a three-pointer on the baseline, and an early tray is good for Braden Martins. And right into full court pressure for this Highlander team. Here's Johnson, gets it on the wing to DeForge. DeForge ahead to Pitsley. Conchesi gets it on top. Looks like a man-to-man defense for the Highlanders. Here's McKinstry now. Guarded closely by Steele Nelson. Pitsley in the post. Here's his step through, he's blocked. Great defense that time by Luke Hamill. Ball brought up quickly by Phil Zame. On the wing he goes to Nelson. Nelson around the corner, unselfishly dishes it off. Might have had the layup on that one. There's Phil Zame for three, doesn't go. Offensive rebound for Nelson. Phil Zame drive, and DeForge, I believe, is going to get whistled for the foul. Might have been clean up top where the ball was. He got up, but that weak side hand might have been on the hip. I don't know. First foul on the Raiders, as Tegan Phil Zame goes to the free throw line to shoot his first of two. In and out. Stepping up for his second, it's up and around and out. Good box out by Pitsley that time. It's going to stay Raider ball. Sophomore Edwin Johnson will inbound for U-32. Lobs it long to Conchesi. Conchesi into the middle. Kind of picks it up in the corner, dangerous. Gets it slapped out of his hand, so he's able to get it out. No, he steps on the out of bounds line. That is a really tough trap. Long arms, height, tough to see over, definitely tough to pass over. Raiders are going to have to move it quickly, I think, and to not get stuck by that trap. Here's the pass inside, the kick out. Steele Nelson. Good patience by the Harwood offense. That looked like a travel. No call. Here's the three-pointer by Martins, doesn't go. Another excellent box out by Pitsley. Love to see that. That was something that lacked from the Raiders the first few games, and Pitsley's had a couple nice seal outs to start this one. They break the press this time. Ahead to DeForge. Baseline jumper is up and just a little bit long. Nelson with the rebound, pushing the pace. Ahead to Phil Zames to the rack. Double pump, and he's fouled. This one's going to be called on McKinstry. He doesn't think so. But you know what? I never thought I fouled either. Good players don't think they ever foul. Tegan Philzame, the senior, will step to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. His first one is up, and this one's good. He's sighted in. Here's Tegan's second. It's up and around the rim and out. Pitsley chases down the rebound, knocked out of bounds off a Highlander. So it will be Raider ball. Right back into that full court press. McKinstry now looking into the middle for Pitsley. That's a good way to break the press. Good patience by the Raiders. Here's Conchesi. Thought about the three, baseline, looks inside to DeForge, kick out to McKinstry. Here's Johnson, handoff to Conchesi, NBA three-pointer, no. DeForge kept it alive and gets the offensive board into the rack. He's blocked. Wow, not much space inside with the long arms of the law of the Highlanders. Johnson with a pull-up, and he knocks it down. Edwin Johnson with a nice floater from about 12. Baseline jumper for Nelson doesn't go. Kept alive by the Highlanders to the rack. And this is going to be an over the back, I believe. Pitsley with another good box out. Got the rebound and he drew the foul. This is going to go against Steele Nelson, I believe. It's going to be his team's first against the Highlanders. Johnson will inbound. McKinstry. And this one's going to get called off of U-32. Buffum now running the point, looking inside to Nelson. Turnaround up and over the defense, doesn't go. Another offensive rebound for the Highlanders. Phil Zame looking to the baseline. Little jumper is floated in. Braden Martins has 5 points now. Another turnover for U-32. The Highlanders getting just what they want. Raiders are rushing a little bit, trying to get past that. Very tough Harwood full court press. Good pass, good ball movement, and a good finish by Steele Nelson. Conchesi to McKinstry, ahead to Pitsley. Good job breaking the press that time. Another long three by Conchesi. This one doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Buffum. Baseline Nelson. Phil Zame takes the three, doesn't go. Up and over the back goes Hamill. Or no, that was Martins for the rebound. Rebound tapped away. Pitsley comes away with it. Pitsley looking inside for Conchesi, but it's stolen by Phil Zame. McKinstry will pick up foul number 2. That's the third team foul on U-32 here in the first quarter. Coach Meadows wants a timeout. We'll take it 2 with 4 remaining. It's 8 for the Highlanders and 2 for the Raiders. We'll be right back.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Welcome back to the action. The Highlanders will take it out, leading 8-2. Elliot Zylanga into the game, and Keegan Rossi as McKinstry goes out, as does Pitsley. Rebound putback is good. Easy work for Martins inside, up and over the Raider defense. Rossi now with some pace to the rack. His floater, the right hand. Good body control by Rossi. Faked going to his left and floated it up with his right. Good strong move by Steele Nelson inside. DeForge in the middle to Conchesi. Conchesi kicks out to Zylanga, and he's going to draw the foul. This one's going to go against Martins. It's going to be the second foul on Martins and second team foul against the Highlanders. Conchesi will take it out under his own offensive backboard. Here's the play by the Raiders. Zylanga on top to Conchesi, and made his move before he caught the ball. Here's the breakaway and the layup for Martins. A quick 9 points for Braden Martins. Here's Rossi now, handoff to Zylanga. Zylanga does a good job handling that one. Conchesi now. Rossi for three, bottom of the net. Good squared up, three-pointer, open look for Rossi that time. DeForge gets in the passing lane and knocks it out of bounds, but it will stay Highlander ball. Nolan Palmer, the freshman, comes into the game for Conchesi. Here's the three-pointer. Put up by Nelson, doesn't go, and Palmer knocks the rebound down, and Rossi scoops it up. Here's Rossi looking inside. And it's a steal by Martins. And Palmer will pick up the foul, trying to get that loose ball. That's the fourth team foul against U-32 here in the first quarter. Tucker Buffum with a crossover. On the wing, he goes to Martins. Top of the key, open three, Martins. This one doesn't go. And don't get in a jumping contest with the Highlanders. You're not going to win. That's about their sixth offensive rebound. Phil's aim makes that second chance opportunity pay off with a three-pointer. Highlanders by 10. Here's Rossi now. And he throws that one into the Highlander bench. You got to go high to get it over the Highlanders, but that one might have slipped a little bit. Phil's aim on the wing, three-pointer put up by Martins, boom! 2 threes here in the first quarter and 12 points for Braden Martins. Here's another near steal. Nelson dunked it, but he fouled first, so that's going to be a foul on the Highlanders. Zach Parton checks into the game for Edwin Johnson. Coming in for the Highlanders, Amon Langlis, senior, another just superstar soccer player for the Highlanders. Zylanga running point now for U-32, guarded closely by Martins. Rossi with a high screen. And there's a turnover and a steal and a dunk for Phil Zane. Rossi now to the rack, shot doesn't go. Parton hustles after the offensive board. Shot doesn't go for Zylanga, and it's rebounded by Hamill. And a three-pointer is good by Tucker Buffum. Here's Parton now on the wing to Palmer. Palmer looking baseline to DeForge, and he finishes. Great ball movement by the Raiders. Here's the take up and under, doesn't go for Buffum. Rossi now leading the break. Pulls up from three-point land. His shot is off. Ball is in play. The buzzer went, but the ball was already in, so under 20 seconds to go here, and here come the Highlanders, possibly looking for the last shot. Raiders look to be in a 3-2 zone. And that's going to do it after one quarter of play. The Highlanders lead the Raiders 25-9. You're watching Boys Division II High School Basketball on CVTsport.net and Mad River Valley Television.
Granite, coffee, manufacturing, food.
It's not easy to make a living in Vermont. We really are the bank behind almost every industry. We care about businesses growing and succeeding because that success is our success. We're a billion-dollar bank made up of thousands of Vermont businesses.
Our customers make fresh coffee for great conversations and pull us out of the ditch on a cold, snowy night.
Wherever you are laying down your roots, taking a risk, building a dream, we're here.
Quick shout out to the Berlin Margarita Club if they're watching right now and listening to this game here on CVTsport.net. Highlanders dominating the boards, and I don't think anybody who watched these teams warm up is super surprised about that. But it looks like a little different lineup. Pitsley back into the game, Zylanga, Johnson, Parton, and Conchesi back into the game. And for the Highlanders, we've got Braden Bellows, we've got Amon Langlis, we've got Caleb Brookins into the game, Tegan Phil's Aim still in the game, and Jackson McKay now into the game for the Highlanders. Conchesi now, Raiders with the ball. Here's Johnson looking for Parton. Parton, his kick out to Pitsley. Pitsley lobs it into Parton, and that was a tough one. You have to get it over the defense of this tall Highlander team, but low enough for Parton to leap up and catch it. It was a nice unselfish pass by Pitsley, though. Here's Zylanga now off the inbounds play. I like that. Just old school cross screen. Gets your man open every time against a man-to-man. Johnson now looking inside for Parton. Parton with a jumper doesn't go. Here's Phil's Aim now. Looking inside, snuck behind the defense. Rebound put back by McKay, and Zylanga comes away with it. Here's Zylanga off the Pitsley screen. The give and go off the screen. Pitsley's hook shot around it. Oh, he got robbed. Rolled out off the front of the rim. Here's Phil's Ames now. Phil Zane with a quick move, tucked it under his arm and in. That was a nice looking move, and that is 8 points now for Tegan Phil Zane. Here's Zylanga breaking the press, up and over to head to Conchesi. Conchesi now standing on three-point line. This shot doesn't go, so that was a 2-point attempt miss. Here's Phil's aim again. On the baseline. Raiders all over. McKay in there. And nearly a steal, a kick ball, but it was off the ref, who's actually part of the court. So the ball stayed in play. And jump ball, good job by Pitsley tying this one up. It will stay Highlander ball. Out of the stack, the Highlanders looking to lob one in. Three-point shot by Bellows, doesn't go. Rebounded by Brookins. Here's Phil's aim, his pull-up from 14. He's boxed out hard by Johnson, and he will step to the line to shoot two. I like the box out. It was a half a second too early before Phil's aim had landed. Tegan Phil's aim, steps up to shoot two. First one is up and no good. Jackson Lemaire, the freshman, will come in for Edwin Johnson. Phil's aim second is up. And the long rebound goes into the hands of McKay. Raiders did all they could with the box out, and there's two good box out, both by Parton and Pitsley. Good fundamentals there, and they let that one float out of bounds. The Raiders get it. The Highlanders right back into their full court press. Conchesi looking to get it back to Zylanga. Zylanga ahead to Lemaire. Lemaire skip pass to Conchesi. Lemaire almost loses the handle, but he recovers. Conchesi now. Zylanga off a Pitsley screen. Nearly loses it, and he does. So it's going to... And it was going to be a turnover on the Highlanders, but Pitsley got tangled up with McKay or Phil's aim there, and that's going to be a foul on U-32, the second foul here in the second quarter, and it will be Highlander inbound. Phil's aim now, running the point. Ball off Langless's hands. Conchesi in his pocket. Langless with some fancy dribble moves, lobs it inside. Great look inside to Jackson McKay. Good two-man teamwork there. Here's Lemaire ahead to Zach Brown. And a kick save and a beaut by Bellows with the steal. That's going to be a turnover on the Highlanders. Back into the game comes Steele Nelson. DeForge back into the game. Pitsley will come out. Looks like he's going to go to the trainer's table. Maybe a little cut on his hand. Looks like hopefully he gets that cleaned up quick. Here's Zach Brown to Lemaire. Conchesi ahead to DeForge, tries the quick pass back. Parton comes away with a loose ball. Finds Zach Brown. Brown now to Conchesi. Parton to the rack, and he's going to draw the foul. Will it be on the floor or shooting? I'm thinking the floor. Yeah, he'll go to the line and shoot too. That's why I don't ref. That's why I have the headset on. Parton steps up for his first. Shot is up and long. Here's the second for Parton. Nope, that one hits iron and bounces out. Good rotation on that one. Here is Brookins now to the rack. Blocked by Parton. Whoa! He was up on that one. Back into the game comes Braden Martins, who had a brilliant first quarter with 12 points. Here's the pull-up by Nelson, and great forms, got his feet under him, got balanced. Nice looking move by Nelson. Here's the skip pass to DeForge. DeForge does a good job handling it. Oh, and through the contact, dribbles on the sideline. Keegan Rossi back into the game for Lemaire. It's Martins now on the wing to Nelson. Baseline shot by Martins doesn't go, rebounded by Nelson. Here's Nelson. Kick out, three-pointer, doesn't go. Good rebound position by McKay. And poked away by Parton. Conchesi comes away with it. Here's Rossi now. Back to Conchesi for three, no. Parton crashes for the boards. Out to Zach Brown, nice offensive rebound by Parton that time. Conchesi again on the wing to DeForge. DeForge to Rossi. Rossi on the kick out. DeForge for three. Oh, in and out. Raiders not having good luck with that rim in this first half. Here's the shot put up. Three-pointer doesn't go for Brookins. DeForge pulls down the rebound. DeForge wide open for three. He pops it. Doesn't go. Here comes Brookins. Inside, it goes to Nelson. Ball in the hands of Brookins. Out top it goes to Martins. Patient Harwood offense looking for the open inside. Parton comes away with a steal. Gets it out to Conchesi. Here's Zach Brown to the runner. Shot doesn't go. Rebound. Ripped down by Brookins. Brookins coast to coast, dumps it off. And Nelson finishes 8 points now for Steele Nelson. Here's Rossi. Ahead to DeForge, three-pointer. Oh, around and out. Just inches away on those threes. He's been wide open, so they're all good looks. It looks like Coach Bellows is going to get a timeout. We'll take it too. You're watching Division II High School Basketball on CVTsport.net. Back to the action. Looks like the starters are back in for the Highlanders. Hamill, Buffum, Phil Zames, Nelson, and Martins. Elliot Zylanga into the game for U-32. Nelson double dribbles, but they're going to call the foul on Zylanga, I believe. Yes, they're going to call the hand check foul on Zylanga. It's going to be his first, team's third here of the second quarter. Highlanders will inbound. Phil Zames, top of the key, guarded by Zach Brown. Here's the pass inside, and Nelson, getting his 9th and 10th point, does a great job sealing that time on the post-up. Oh, Edwin Johnson also back into the game for U-32. Here's Brown, pass a little bit behind Conchesi. Three-pointer is good by Phil Zame. Highlanders drop back into a half-court defense. Up 38-9. Here's Conchesi now. Kicks out to Brown. Conchesi to Zylanga. Zylanga with a swing move, takes it to the rack, and sending it into the cheap seats was Teagan Phil's Ames. That Harwood defense is impenetrable this evening, especially inside. Conchesi will inbound it for the Raiders. Here's Johnson now. Johnson gets it to Conchesi, fake the take, and from the back, Tucker Buffum with a block shot. I don't think the Raiders have seen a defensive team with wingspan like this Highlander team. They are having a tough time getting those shots off inside the three-point land. And unfortunately, the Raiders not hitting their threes here in the first half. Here's Parton to the rack through contact. Hard shot doesn't go. Almost does make the steal. Zach Brown comes away with it. Out to Parton. Looks to Johnson in the middle. Johnson to the rack. His layup is good at the buzzer. Raiders get to double digits. But after one half of play, it's a 27-point Highlander lead. They lead 38-11. You're watching boys high school basketball on CVTsport.net.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College Program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Granite, coffee, manufacturing, food.
It's not easy to make a living in Vermont. We really are the bank behind almost every industry. We care about businesses growing and succeeding because that success is our success. We're a billion-dollar bank made up of thousands of Vermont businesses.
Our customers make fresh coffee for great conversations and pull us out of the ditch on a cold, snowy night.
Wherever you are laying down your roots, taking a risk, building a dream, we're here.
Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont Sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
This game is made possible by M. Brown Trucking, taking care of all your agricultural services, trucking, and snowplowing needs. M. Brown Trucking, you can reach them at 802-272-7009 or email them at mbrown.truckingvt@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the CVTsport.net boys basketball matchup where the Harwood Highlanders in control of this one, 38-11 over the U-32 Raiders. Shout out to our friends at Mad River Valley Television in Waitsfield, home of Highlander Sports. Highlanders come out with their starting lineup. Hamill, Buffum, Phil's Aim, Martins, and Nelson. And the Raiders also with their starters, Conchesi, McKinstry, Johnson, Pitsley, and DeForge. Raiders will start with the ball. It will be McKinstry on the inbound. Conchesi now running the point. Calling the play, guarded closely by Martins. Martins had a brilliant first half. As I mentioned, 12 points already. Here's DeForge with a crossover to the rack through contact. And Phil's Aim with a block shot. This Harwood defense is so tough once you get inside. They keep distance, keep you off their body, and then just rise up for the blocks. I'm guessing over 8 block shots. Nelson in the post. Around and in. That's old school back 'em up basketball right there for Steele Nelson. His dad was Eric Nelson, who played for the Vermont Frost Heaves and UVM. Good post player for both. Here's McKinstry now, looking for Conchesi on the back door. Good patience by McKinstry there to find the open teammate in Conchesi. Conchesi off the high screen from Pitsley. Well defended by Martins, and there's a steal by Buffum. Buffum on the breakaway, gets up, misses the dunk. Pitsley pulls down the rebound. Johnson ahead to Pitsley. Pitsley trips over Martin's feet, and Martins is going to get the foul on this one. First team foul of the second half. And sophomore Edwin Johnson will, Conchesi will inbound for the Raiders. Here's the play. Into Johnson. I like that old school inbound play by the Raiders. Johnson loses his feet and steps on the end line. I thought he might have tripped over Buffum's foot on that one. Phil's Aim now, calling the play for the Highlanders. On the wing it goes to Nelson. Nelson, easy path to the hoop that time. Just big and balanced are the Highlanders, and there's a few matchups out there where the Raiders are giving up 8 inches and 50 pounds. Not one, not two, but a few. Here's DeForge now to Pitsley. On the wing to Conchesi. Conchesi, kick out to Johnson. Inside to Pitsley. Pitsley with a step through, and his shot is blocked. Pitsley has to be a little frustrated about the length and height of this Highlander team. The key is the Highlanders aren't letting Pitsley, who does a good job drawing contact usually, get into their body. And there's another steal by Phil's Aim. DeForge trying to defend, but Phil's Aim fills it up. The Highlanders aren't letting the Raiders get into their body, so they're keeping that distance, just rising up and getting those block shots. Here's McKinstry, his fall away, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Hamill. This is a matchup that I anticipated was going to be a tough one for the Raiders because of the 1 to 8 height advantage. From the 5 starters to the next 3 on the bench, just a huge height advantage for the Highlanders. Baseline 3 doesn't go by Buffum. Rebound and putback is good. Great dish, great finish by Tucker Buffum on the cut. Coach Meadows wants a timeout. We'll take it too. You're watching high school basketball on CVTsport.net. Back to the action. Highlanders in command. Few subs. Keegan Rossi checks into the game. Conchesi out. Parton into the game. Johnson out. And Zylenga into the game. And McKinstry out. So DeForge now will run the point for U-32, calling the high screen. Gets around the corner into Phil Zame, and Phil Zame's going to get whistled for the block. Good strong move by DeForge that time to draw the contact. As an attacker, you don't want to avoid or move away from the quick-footed height of Harwood. You want to take it into their bodies if you can. Here's Zylenga. His spin move. Gets it to Rossi. Rossi, guarded by Nelson, pulls up for three. It's in short. Buffum now. Kicks it on the wing to Phil Zame. Steal. Nelson off the screen, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled from behind. He had good position, not much the Raiders could do. That foul is going to get called on Rossi. Jackson Lemaire will check into the game. Not a bad foul there, but you either want to foul with conviction or let the shot go. Good box out by Parton. Pulls down the rebound. Here's DeForge with a stop and go to the rack, high off the glass. Almost a chance there for the Raiders. Pitsley battling for that one. Phil Zame, guarded by Parton. Nelson three-pointer from straight away, and he can do it inside, he can do it outside. Splashes the three. Here's Pitsley for three. It's up, around the rim, and out. Zylenga kept it alive into the hands of DeForge. Here's Lemaire now. He'll pop the three. Bottom of the net. The freshman has a smooth stroke. Here's Phil Zame. Looking for a cutter. Very patient Harwood offense. Nelson back to Phil Zame. On top to Martins. Martins now looking for an open teammate, finds Nelson. Nelson with a spin move to the rack. Good help by Pitsley. Thought he had all balls, going to get whistled for the foul. That'll be the second team foul against the Raiders. Second against Pitsley. At the line shooting two is Steele Nelson. 15 points so far. Zach Brown comes into the game. He's going to give DeForge a break. Pitsley at midcourt. Probably should be down in the rebounding area. He's definitely one of the better rebounders for U-32. Here's Pitsley ahead of the pack, through contact, and he finishes. Good move by Pitsley. Good fast break by the Raiders. Phil Zame now. On the wing, he goes to Buffum. Inside it goes. Parton with a rebound. Through traffic, picks it up to Lemaire. His three-pointer around the rim and out. Here's Buffum to the rack. Zylenga pulls down the rebound on the short shot. Zach Brown now on the wing. And little mix-up on the pass. Brown short hop Parton a little bit. Nice look on the backdoor cut. Wholesale substitution for the Highlanders. We've got Langless in. We've got Braden Bellows in now. We have Caleb Brookins also checking in along with Jackson McKay. And the fifth and final sub. It's number 20, who's not on the roster. Might have been a JV call-up. Try to get that for you. McKay with the rebound, shot doesn't go. Palmer helps down to the rebound. Here's Palmer, he sees a hole to the rack and draws the contact. He will shoot two. Freshman Nolan Palmer will step to the line for the Raiders. Palmer's free throw is up, in and out. I'll tell you what, the Raiders are not getting favorable bounces from the rims today. At least 10 shots today that in and out. This one gets a shooter's roll for Palmer. Little breakdown on the Raider defense, and the shot is good for Langless. Here's Zylanga now. Guarded up top by Bellows. Zylanga to the rack, he has some space, high off the glass and in for two. On the baseline, it's Brookins. A nice finish on the far side by Braden Bellows. Parton now brings it up for U-32, gets it to Brown. Lemaire to the rack, controls himself. Here's Palmer. Let's kick out to Parton. Parton, left-handed layup is good. Strong move to the hole by Parton. This could be Ethan Patterson. We have a 30 on the roster, no 20. 20 could be Patterson. Langless now, guarded by Lemaire. All out to Bellows. Bellows, and his pocket is picked by Zylanga. Zylanga now on the break, to his right hand, shot doesn't go. Parton skies up for the offensive board, kicks it out to Zylanga. Zylanga's going to draw the foul. Just a few ticks left on the clock here in the third quarter. Raiders are going to try for one last shot. Zylanga with the inbounds, looking inside for Parton. Jump ball, and it will stay Raider ball. No, it will go Highlander ball. Here's the three-quarter court shot off the backboard. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a 35-point Highlander lead, 56-21. You're watching high school basketball on CVTsport.net. Welcome back to the action. The Highlanders come out with a lineup that was just in. Back to the action. Zylanga with the ball. Here's Lemaire for three. And here come the Highlanders. It's Alex Sands, number 20, and the shot is put up. Three-pointer is good for Bellows. Zylanga now ahead to Palmer. Palmer kick out to Rossi. Rossi to the rack. A little strong, but he's going to draw the foul. McKinstry, Zylanga, Lemaire, Palmer, and Rossi in for U-32. Rossi's three-pointer doesn't go. Here's Rossi's second. It's up and good. Rossi has 6 now for the Raiders. Langlis on the wing to Sands. Ball in the hands of Bellows. On the wing he goes. Sands for three. This one's long. Rebound ripped down by Bellows, though. Kicks it out into the hand of Sands. The give and go. It's a steal by Palmer. Palmer now leading the break for the Raiders. Palmer to the rack through contact. Oh, and the shot doesn't go. Battles for the rebound, but it's pulled down by McKay. Sands recovers. Ball in the hands of Langlis. Inside it goes, and a rebound by Lemaire. Here's Rossi now. Lemaire's three-pointer, front iron, no. Rebounded by Sands. Palmer with a steal, gets it to Rossi. Rossi to the rack. Great body control, nice finish by Keegan Rossi. Sands into the hands of Brookins. Brookins, another superstar on that Harwood championship soccer team. Brookins in the post, shot doesn't go. Rossi with a rebound. Keegan with a kick out to McKinstry. McKinstry's fall away jumper is good. Near steal by McKinstry. Sands now to the rack. His floater is long. Bellows with an offensive rebound. Bellows baseline three is long. McKinstry with a rebound. Here's Rossi for three. Bottom of the net. 11 points now for Keegan Rossi. Palmer's going to get whistled for the foul. DeForge will check into the game. He's going to come in for Jackson Lemaire. Sands on the wing to Brookins. Bellows now, good ball movement by the Highlanders. A near steal by Palmer. Inside it goes, and McKay is open for two more. He's got 4 now on the evening. Here's Palmer now. Hand off to Zylanga. Zylanga up and under. Shot doesn't go, but foul is going to get called on Bellows. Zylanga will step to the line to shoot 2 as Zach Brown gets ready to check into the game. Zylanga hits the first of his 2 free throws. Brown in, McKinstry out. Silenga's second doesn't go. Sands flies up for the rebound. Full court pressure by the Raiders. It's going to be a travel called against Highlanders. Raiders will take it. Rossi will inbound. The freshman Palmer will run the point for U-32. Here's Palmer now off the dribble to the rack and in. Nice move by the freshman Palmer. Palmer with a rebound, and he's going to draw the foul. That's going to be the third team foul against the Highlanders. Palmer now brings it up. Hand off to Brown. Brown now trying to go to the rack, but it's stolen by Brookins. Brookins now back the other way. Maintains control. Inside he goes to McKay. Kick out. Brookins fakes the three. Decides better of it. Langless now off the high screen from McKay. A near steal by Palmer. Brookins pops the three this time and goes long. Rebounded by Sands. Sands with a nice unselfish pass. Shot doesn't go for Bellows, and DeForge comes away with it. DeForge now, kickoff to Zylanga. His shot is blocked. Might have been some contact on that one. Here's Brookins to the rack. Rossi gets his hand in the passing lane. Three-point shot is up, around, and out for Langless. Rebound put back by Brookins is good. There's going to be a foul on U-32. I think it's going to go against Zylanga. Foul goes against yeah, it does go against Zylanga. So stepping to the line to shoot two will be Brookins. Battled on those boards to create that opportunity. Shot is up, no good. Cole Pitsley checks into the game. Zylanga out. Brookins steps up for his second. It's up, back iron, no. DeForge for the rebound. DeForge the stop and go to the rack. The hoop and the harm. Carson DeForge draws the foul and hits the bucket. Free throw, long. Rebound put back by Pitsley is good, and he gets the bucket and the foul. Good crash that time by Pitsley. Pitsley's free throw is up, in and out. Rim has not been kind to the Raiders tonight. Here's Sands. Ball in the hands of Langless. Langless. Brookins now, top of the key. Here's the take, the kick out. Brookins three-pointer, no. Zach Brown with the rebound. And he's going to draw the foul. It's going to be the 6 team, or over 5 now on Harwood, so that should put Brown at the line to shoot 2. Ryder Colgan and Hunter Libby Croto check into the game for Harwood. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedules. The Raiders are home again On Wednesday night, the 15th, Woodstock rolls into town, and then they go on the road at Linden on the 17th, the 24th, after a week off, up to North Country. And the Highlanders are at Spalding Wednesday night. That should be a good one. And then at Hazen on Friday as Brown hits the first. At Hazen on Friday, and then on the 20th, they're taking on Missisquoi. Zach Brown stepping up to take the second. It's up and good. Jackson Lemaire, back into the game. Here's Sands now and dribbles it off his foot, and it will be Raider ball. Rossi now to the rack and finishes. 13 points for Rossi. It's the take into the middle. Sands for three, doesn't go. Rebound into the hands of Pitsley. Pitsley looking ahead for Lemaire. That's stolen by Sands. Lemaire ahead to Palmer. Palmer, the scoop layup doesn't go. I like the combination. That Sands to Palmer combo is going to be one we're going to see the next few years for the Raiders. Rossi, baseline. Here's Pitsley for three, and he nails it. Wanted the and one on that one. 7 points for Pitsley. Sands now guarded by Pitsley in the backcourt. Into the hands of Libby Croto. The kick out to Colgan. Near steal by Rossi. Rossi comes away with it. Inside out move, his shot around the rim and out. Pitsley offensive rebound, putback, doesn't go. Colgan pulls down the rebound. Ball on the wing to Libby Croto. Another steal by Rossi, and he's going to draw the foul. He'll step to the line to shoot two. Try to add to his 13 points. Shot doesn't go for Rossi. He's got one more. I'd like to thank Aiden Boyd, Talia DeForge, our crew here on this Mad River Valley Television and CVTsport.net production. And Rossi doesn't get it to go again. Just brutal. The rims are brutal here at U-32. McKay with the alley-oop. Doesn't go. Pitsley with a rebound. Time ticking away. Lemaire back to Pitsley, to the rack. The shot is up and good. Pitsley's going to finish with 9 as time runs out. The final score of this one, 61 for the Highlanders, 45 for U-32. Going to take a quick look and pick our CVTsport.net Tournament Specialties Player of the Game. I think, a lot of good performances out there for the Highlanders tonight. Tegan Filzame was very strong when the game mattered. He finished with 13 points. 12 points for Braden Martins, who started really early, getting into the scoring. 17 points for Steele Nelson. We're going to give Steele Nelson our player of the game. really tough inside, crashed the boards, old school post-up moves, and splashed in a 3 to go with it. So congratulations, Steele Nelson. You are the CVTsport.net player of the game. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Final score, final time, 61 for the Highlanders, 45 for the U-32 Raiders. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Vaya con Dios.
This has been a local sports video production brought to you by CVTsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media. Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!